now that we're all in our dance attire, we're ready to go. I'm here with my good friend Kirsten. She's going to teach us one of the classic Elizabethan dances that we can perform at this party, because no good party doesn't have dancing. They all have to have dancing. Don't you agree?
Yes, so actually, if there was a party happening, dancing had to happen. There wasn't a party without dancing and music. We're going to be learning how to do the Pavane. It's a very simple, very basic dance, just with some steps and some lifting up onto our toes. The key element of the Pavane is that your feet aren't supposed to leave the floor. So you're
just a pro tip, wear a skirt that lets you not see your feet. I'm wearing one of my older dresses, but if you just, then nobody will even know if you're not good at the Pavane.
Exactly. So we're going to take 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3. On this third step, you're going to lift up on your toe and down. Almost. Yes, so we'll take 3 steps forward. On the third step, we'll lift up onto our toes and then take 3 more steps. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. So those are the basic steps of the Pavane. The other elements are turning. So in doing these steps, you always do the Pavane with a partner. Often you would hold hands because the Pavane can be danced without a partner. We're just not going to hold hands. We're going to dance side by side. You don't have to hold hands with your partner. You can just acknowledge their presence. Of course, the dance begins and ends with a curtsy and a bow, which we'll do at the beginning and the end of our performance. But you can trade places with your partner. I'm going to go around Queen Elizabeth here. She's not going to move. She's going to step in place and lift up on the third step, and I'm going to dance around her. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, up, and 1, 2, 3, up. And Queen Elizabeth could also pass around me, but she is the queen. So I'm going to let her do the easy job, and I'm going to dance around her. So we could also go back. We'll go back 1, 2, 3, up, and 1, 2, 3, up. Within the Pavane, you can also do some fancy partner work with your hands. You can go under the arm, or you can touch wrists. But for simplicity, our combination is going to be 3 steps forward, or 6 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, up, and 1, 2, 3, up. We won't go backwards because, yes. And then I will pass around. I'm going to do a full circle around you. So I'll do 3 steps to get to your other side and then 3 steps to come back around. And for you, those of you at home, you can decide if you want to take turns making circles around your partner, or if you just want to pick one person to make a circle around your partner. So we're going to practice. Are you ready?
I think so. Maybe let me do my stretches first.
Okay.
That's as high up as my arms will go in this dress.
Yeah, it looks a little cumbersome.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think it is important to warm up.
We're going to try it first without music, and then we'll add in music again. Of course, we do need to start with a curtsy or bow. You're welcome to choose whichever one you want. I'm going to do a curtsy, and Queen Elizabeth can choose whichever bow she wants to do. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, or however you identify. You can choose a bow or a curtsy, but we're always going to start that way. So we'll bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, up, and 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up, and 1, 2, 3, up. And then we bow again. Bow. And that's our dance. You've now learned how to do the Pavane.
It's very simple. There are much more difficult dances we could be learning. Now, we are going to a birthday party. Is this an appropriate dance for a birthday party?
So you might do this dance at a birthday party to kind of get the audience warmed up and to get people into the dancing mood. The Pavane and these slower dances are great for conversation. It's very easy to have a conversation with your partner as you're dancing. But as the night goes on, people are drinking and having fun, and the party gets a little bit more merry.
If it's a good party.
Yes. So they might go into dances like the Gilliard, which you might be familiar with.
I am. Just so you know, back when I was a bit more spry, let's say, I used to dance 7 Gilliards every morning for exercise. 7.
That's amazing.
I know, I was quite something. I also learned how to play several instruments. I was very accomplished.
So with the Gilliard, in contrast to the Pavane, the Gilliard has a lot of leaping jumps and your feet are meant to come off the floor, unlike the Pavane where your feet are supposed to stay nicely on the floor. The Gilliard dance isn't it doesn't conducive to a conversation though.
No.
So
It's very focused. You are here for the dance.
yes. So you might start the party with Pavane or slower dances, do some Gilliard or faster dances happening in the middle, and then end the evening with a Pavane.
Just a nice arc of dancing. I do appreciate that.
Yes.
All right. Do we want to try and add the music?
Yes, let's do that.
Well, it is an excellent warm-up dance. I think you're right. I don't know that I totally needed this, but I think better safe than sorry when it comes to calisthenics. So, since we're going to start and then come down, and we've talked about some of the other dances we might do. Are there other occasions besides birthday parties where we might need to have our dancing shoes ready?
Yes, anytime there is a ball, if the queen is holding a ball for birthdays, for maybe a new baby is born, for a wedding, any kind of special occasion, there will always be dancing. So, and you might not know this, but some of your people out in the town also do their own kind of dancing. It's not as royal or proper that you might think, but there is a lot of dancing that happens all over the place. It doesn't just happen in the castle.
A fun fact about my reign as queen, I liked dancing to happen more often than not. So on occasion, when there were disagreements in the court over romantic quarrels or political issues, if we could not settle them in the courtroom, I would send them to the ballroom where they would dance it out, and we would decide things by dance battle. I still think it's a very effective way of ruling, and I don't know why we aren't still doing it. Whoever's a better dancer should be able to make the decisions.
I agree.
You would think, but that's all right. They'll figure it out. They'll come back around.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this, and you're welcome to try the Pavane with yourself and your classmates or your friends or your family, and we hope you had fun.
And if you would like, if you're one standing in the middle, if you want to add a little bit of spice, a little bit of flair to your dance, I might recommend the floss. I think it looks a little bit better in this, not when your hips aren't quite so developed as mine. But I do like a good one of these. I think that helps for me. But I know not all of you have this much sleeve, so do what you can with what you have, and let your dancing spirits fly. Thank you, Kirsten.
Thank you.